Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Harrow in Warframe in 2019. Now, Harrow would be a great frame for the likes of a survival endurance run or something if you're playing solo. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of need to play endurance runs on your own anymore, so you don't see Harrow used a lot in survivals or whatever, but he is a really good self-sustaining frame, and he's also got his spot in like Eidolon runs and stuff like that because of his fourth ability, which grants you insane immunity for whatever period of time you've modded for, and then also gives you a massive crit buff based on the amount of damage that you took, which is absolutely phenomenal. On top of that, he's also got energy regen, health regen, reload speed, fire rate buff, CC, all that cool stuff. It's crazy. Let's talk about how to play him. So, what we're going to do first off is we're going to spawn in heavy gunners, right? We're going to make them level 110, and we're going to pause them to begin with. We're going to unpause them later on to demonstrate the fourth ability and how the taking damage works on that. So, first ability is a CC ability, which is going to chain the enemies up. It's going to go in a straight line, as you can see, and it's going to have them chained up based on, you know, the amount of power duration that you've modded for, right? So, more power duration, the longer these guys are going to stay chained up for. It's a very short CC. It's not sort of widespread, keep them all locked down. It's kind of just, you know, chain them up, shoot them, and kill them type of thing, which is perfectly okay. On top of that, whenever you cast this, you're going to get bonus shields. The thing with Harrow is his abilities take from your shields, right? So you stack up your shields, you whip yourself with your second ability, as you can see, and you're going to get a buff, right? So this buff is 73 seconds. The more shields you have, the longer your buff is going to be up for, right? So the more shields that you sacrifice with the cast of 2, it's going to take all your shields away, the longer the duration is going to be. Now, you can't stack this up, so if we go ahead and we whip ourselves again with the second ability, you can see it goes up to 119 seconds duration, which is great, and you can just keep on refreshing this, right? So you want to be spamming your 1, okay, and then hit your 2, and you're going to refresh the duration of your 2. Just keep it up at all times. There's no reason to have it down. You know, this is only going to be used in the likes of defense, survival, etc., etc. You don't really use this combo too much in Eidolon fights unless you're just dicking around, okay? So, third ability, we go ahead, we hold free. This is going to drain our energy, but this counter is going to go up as our energy drains. And you can see that this is energy slash kill. That basically means energy per kill. Now, if we go ahead and we kill this guy, you can see that we got a lot of energy back, got 72.7. If we were to get headshots to kill these guys, let's see if we can find one that is, none of them are low, okay. So, just go ahead and shoot them in the head. Hopefully a slash proc doesn't kill them. It might do. You get bonus energy back, so you got 290.7, which is phenomenal. Whenever the second ability is active, you get health back, and the same thing goes, you get a headshot, you get bonus health. I'm pretty sure, might not be the case, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. He used to be a frame that was based around headshots, and you had to get headshots to do that before he got released, but then they were like, you know what, making headshots might be a little bit too much skill for players, so we'll make it so that you can get it per kill, instead of just limiting it to headshots, that type of thing. So, you want to keep your free active as well. You can just go ahead and rechannel again, so let your energy drain again to get it higher. Personally, what I would do is I would use this ability at the beginning of every single mission. Like, if you use your spoiler mode, I'm going to go ahead and use spoiler mode to do a thing. So, if you're not a fan of spoilers, click off within the next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You would use spoiler mode at the beginning of the mission to get your energize and dash down. So you get your 5 energy per second regen. And then, you know, get your energy to max and then just hold down your free for a very long time, right? So we're just going to let this go the full way, just for demonstration purposes. Wonder what we get to. I've never done this before, actually. I never played Harrow a lot after release, apart from Eidolon fights, but he's a super fun frame to play. So we get all the way up to 117.6 per kill, and that's going to be doubled for headshots, right? So you basically get all of your energy back in this space of a few kills. Now, enemies are going to be a lot easier for you to kill in, you know, your lower level missions. These are level 110, but 470.5 on a headshot. That's all of my energy. Like, that's higher than my maximum energy. So one kill can get you all of your energy back. So you just want to keep that buff up. It is shorter duration than your other ability, so you have to kind of upkeep it a little bit more. I wouldn't recommend going the full way every single time, but definitely at the start of the mission to, you know, have that buff going for a short period of time and get yourself in the momentum of kind of managing your cooldowns, I guess you could say. I would say get to like maybe 50 or 30, between 30 and 50 every single time you cast your free, and then that way you're going to always have maximum energy just running around and killing bad guys. You might even opt in for lower because you might be playing against low level content and not need that much energy, but totally up to you. I would just, you know, want to have as much as possible so I can keep on spamming my 1 and then get as many many seconds on my 2 as possible, right? As much duration as I could, because then we get this insane fire rate buff and reload speed buff, which is crazy, and then obviously the health regen on kill as well, which is phenomenal, and the energy regen, crazy synergy, right? And it gets even more crazy because you can use your 4th ability to soak up damage while you're invulnerable with the initial cast, right? And then you get a crazy crit buff, and it's insane. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and swap off Harrow, and then we're going to swap back onto him just to reset myself. What we're going to do is we're going to kill all the bad guys. We're going to spawn in, I want to say maybe 5 heavy gunners. Sure, why not? Go ahead. Should probably unpause them. There we go. We're going to jump over here. We're going to let them shoot us. Get some energy right here. We're going to chain them up whenever we've absorbed over 1,500 damage, I believe is the cap. We're going to whip ourselves. And then we're going to bring out our Grihadas. Look at the numbers, guys. Look at them. They're so colorful. And the thing is, I'm using an augment right now that extends the duration of this crit buff per headshot. So, you've got the reload speed, the fire rate, the health regen on the 2 for sacrificing shields that you can gain with the 1, and then you have the energy regen per kill, double per headshot, based on the amount of energy you channel into yourself with your free. Then you have the immunity period of your 4. You absorb 1,500 damage. You get a massive crit buff, which you then extend the duration of by getting headshots, right? So what you then want to do, make sure that your free is still up, channel a little bit more into it, spam your 1 again, get headshots and whatnot, press your 2, there you go. Rinse and repeat, free, 1, 2, free, 1, 2. Keep on getting headshots. If your 4 goes down, just go ahead, press 4 again, soak up a bunch of damage, and then there you go. You know, it is just constant. You get your energy back, you get your health back, you have this insane crit buff. It's insanity. Like, Harrow is so well designed, in my opinion. It's crazy. And if endurance runs were still a thing, I would definitely 110% like to see a run done with Harrow where, you know, you go for a long time. So you press your 4 to begin with, then you press your 1. You probably have your free channel beforehand. Okay, we'll do this just for shits and giggles. And then here's the Tigris. Orange critting Tigris. Crazy as well, right? And you have this insane fire rate. There's a red crit. Of course, even if you have a crit kitty on as well, you're dealing even more damage. So it's crazy. Let's go ahead and sacrifice my 1 shield that I have. Okay, there we go. I died. But yeah, let's take a look at the build now, because that's probably what you guys all came here for anyway. So, this is the build. We've got Vitality on here, 4 health. I actually didn't make an Umbral version of this build. Wow. I thought I would have. That's crazy. But this is Vitality for health. Lasting Covenant, this is the augment, which is going to extend the duration of your crit buff by 3 seconds per headshot. You've got Constitution and Prime Continuity on here for more duration on the CC in your 1, duration of your 2, your 3, and the crit buff in the 4, and obviously the invulnerability too. Prime Flow for more energy. You don't necessarily need this, but having this on lets you channel more energy into your third ability, right? So there's that. Intensify, Transient Fortitude, and Power Drift to buff up the effectiveness of all of our abilities, right? So, you know, the what's it called? The shield gain on your 1 and everything else. Let's see what actually goes up. Crit over 100 damage, 3%. Headshot multiplier doesn't increase. Energy conversion, that goes up with your power strength. Lifesteal goes up with your power strength on your 2. And I believe the fire rate and the reload speed does as well. And then shield per hit, 300. So that's affected by your power strength as well. Just to clarify what power strength does in this build. So yeah, that's Intensify, Transient Fortitude, and Power Drift. Then we have Cruise Protection on here. So then the enemies who have armor take more damage. Okay. Config B is my Eidolon build. You don't want to use this in your regular missions, but this is less duration because the idea is to just cast this whenever the Eidolon goes into his down state. Whenever you break a limb, you listen for his little wheel moon-like sound, and then you press 4. And then what that is going to do is it's going to soak up all the damage just in time for the next phase of the fight, right? So that's all it's really for. It's just for giving you and your team a brief period of immunity. It also makes them status immune as well. Yeah, this immunity ability, it affects all teammates, so even your teammates can soak up the damage for you. So it's absolutely ridiculous. One of my favorite weapons to use on Harrow is probably the Vectus. I'm not too sure what my build is like on this, but we go ahead and we go to my config A again. And let's throw on an Arcane Momentum, which is going to make the reload speed even faster, because that's what it does. Okay. Let's see. Spawn in our heavy gunners. Press our 4th ability. Soak up that damage. There we go. Spam R1. Hit R2. Look at that. Absolute insanity, dude. The reload is instant. I'm using radiation damage on this, but if I was using corrosive damage, you bet your ass that those guys would be dying very, very fast. Let's go ahead and change up the builds just for shits and giggles. Oh, I'm not even running a proper build on there. What was I running? Holy. Let's go ahead and make a Vectus build while we're at it then, I guess. Split chamber, vital sense. There we go. Let's do a Hunt Munitions one just because I want to do that right now. Malignant Force and Rhyme. Where are you at? I'm just going to go ahead and type you in. Rhyme. Oh god, that doesn't match. And then I can put you over here, and then we can make a Prime being corrupted there. Cool. Kill enemies. Simulate. Go ahead, do a big old hop in. Press R4. Use R1 to grip up the badmans. Okay. Sacrifice. And now here we go. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Go for headshots, guys. Go for headshots. And use a crit kitty. That is crazy. That's Harrow. He's really, really fun to play if you're good at managing your cooldowns. So that's what it's all about. Paying attention to those cooldowns and doing your stuff and things. You can use a kick gun. You can use whatever weapon you want with Harrow. It's going to be phenomenal. Just use crit weapons, really. Even status weapons, it works. Because the crit buff that you get from your 4 is too insane. Then you have your kitty. I've said enough. Thank you guys for watching this video. Go ahead, hit like if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you want to see more Warframe videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.